I realised when I started playing about with the tagline, I can't really figure out the tagline till we know what it is you're offering. I think you've got to work on your offer first. Everything really is going to revolve around your offer. At the moment, what you don't want to do is start separating all of your services into, oh, I do sales training, oh, I do physical training, oh, I also do business coaching. They're just services in the same way that I do branding design, I do web design, I do digital marketing, I do SEO. But when I speak to my customers, I don't tell them I do all these things, because the customer wants to get to a result and they don't care really how you do it. They do care, but they want the result. They don't want to know everything you're going to do along that journey to help them. So when my client comes to me, normally the first thing they ask me for is, oh, I need a logo or I need a website, but actually what they want is to grow their business, or they want to charge more, or they want to make more money, or they want to crush their competition who's just started down the street. And that's why every time I speak to them, I always frame everything I do from that angle. So when they come to me and they say, I need a price for a logo, the first question I ask is, why do you want a logo? And people are going to come to you and ask or need different things. So some people are going to want to get back in shape. Some people are going to say, well, I've lost my way and I'm not sure what to do next. Some people are going to say, oh, I want to improve my sales training so I can sell more of my business. And some of them are going to be a mix of all those things. And what you need to be able to do is to have a package for everything that you do, and all that you change is you change the way you talk about it depending on the specific need that someone's come to you with. You're still going to help them with that other stuff because that's what you do, that's your offer. Your offer is to help them level up their life on all three aspects of those. It's just that for some people you'll want to emphasize different parts depending on the particular problem they approach you with. I do sales training, I do offer training, I teach them how to run social media, I teach them how to charge more, I teach them how to design all sorts of stuff that I do. But basically this is my offer. So I share simple systems for frustrated freelancers to design their ideal lifestyle and run a profitable solo business without burnout. That's really my offer there, if I highlight that for you. And all of the stuff that I do within that is just parts of what I do, but you're going to want to focus on the transformation that you offer and get that transformation into here. People are going to book calls with you for whatever problem they're having. That's fine, but you don't need to have, a different button to book for each different problem and each different service. What I would suggest is you just have one button that gets them into a discovery call, and on the discovery call you're going to figure out why have they booked a call with you, what is the problem they're having, and if and how does your program help them with that problem. If you're focused, it means that even if you're a little bit off track, or even if people are a little bit outside your target audience, you're still going to catch them. If you go broad, you're basically going to miss everyone because you're not hitting specific pain points. So that's why I keep going back to this thing about offer, what your offer is, and then building everything else you do around that. Because at the moment you're feeling a bit stuck because you're not sure what to do and all these things or which one to focus on. Your offer is going to bring all of these into clarity for you. Like my offer is, help freelancers design their ideal lifestyle and build a solo business around it. So everything on my website is built around that. So my lead magnet for my newsletter, it's an introduction to the systems that they use to half their work week. It's basically a system where they design their schedule with me. And they run through it, and then once they've got their schedule, if you design a schedule with a 3-day work week and you stick to it, there's your 3-day work week. So I'm getting them a quick win. So like your lead magnets, your newsletter, all that kind of stuff, your resources are all built around what it is you're promising them, and same ones through that lens of my offer. And finally, if you go to my website and you go to free resources, I can send you which might help. This is like a lead magnet I use for my coaching clients to basically help them with their offer. Work through these steps to build your offer. So what is the outcome and the audience that you're helping? So just an example, this is actually for a PT. This is an example I used for a PT. So helping dads lose weight and get 6-pack abs in 6 weeks. So that's, you've highlighted the target audience, dads, and you've highlighted the outcome, abs in 6 weeks. The method is like how you're going to do it. So is it one-to-one coaching? Is it a group coaching? Is it a work, a course, an online course? So that's the method. And then the trust and objections is like kind of the area where you address the most common problems and the most common objections to the program. Or give social proof of your results. So like no diets, no equipment needed would be an objection. £1,000 lost across students would be your social trust. And then you combine all that together and you basically come up with a fancy marketing name. So this is this is like your what would you call it, like your marketing name that you promote. So six pack abs dad and 6 week guilt free guide. As an example of mine, this is obviously quite outdated now. This is when I was focused on helping people earn more money, and then I basically got fed up with doing that and realised that earning more money doesn't really help them, because if you earn more money, it doesn't change who you are and how satisfied you are with your life. You'll just set a higher earning target. So this is my old offer. I no longer do this offer, but you can see the same system. So the outcome was really that should be help freelancers achieve 10k a month on a 3-day work week, a 12-week program. It's a wee bit vague. Build a lifestyle business without burnout. So one of my key things is that a lot of the courses I did, I found were really intense and led to burnout. So what I wanted to do is build a course that didn't have that stress built into it and didn't have the really intense timeline that led to a lot of people feeling like failures, and only a few really succeeding. So basically that was my objection, was avoid burnout. And then the lead magnet was a free workshop to teach them one system that I use in my business, which was getting paid automatically up front. It should be 100%, not 10%. And then the marketing name for that was 6-figure systems for solopreneurs, because it was basically teaching them the systems I use to go from sort of a freelancer to a solopreneur. So it actually leads into a second worksheet, which is like how to build your content. So these are like content pillars that I was talking about. So if your 3 pillars are going to be mindset, physical fitness and business, then that would be your 3 pillars here, and then you would list the topics under each of those outcomes that you need to teach people in order for them to get your outcome, which is, take your life to the next level, or whatever it is your outcome is. I'll be trying to focus on something really tangible and specific that you can give to people, because the more specific you can make it, the easier it is to keep your promise and the easier it is for people to get. So for example, if your program is created for men who are goal-getters but feel stuck, your program could be, I help active entrepreneurs achieve a specific goal in a specific timeline, marathon, or I want to reach a sales target of 100k this year. I want to grow my team to 10. Whatever their goal is, you could be the guy that helps them achieve that goal and work. Write the outcomes in here, and then under here you list the topics that they're going to need to learn to get to that result. But you can take these back to your worksheet, put in your main outcome, write in who your audience is, write out your pillars, and then write under here all of the, it doesn't need to be 4, you can continue adding, but write down all of the things that people have got to learn to get to where you want them to go. And once you have this figured out for yourself, and this works, think of your own journey. What did you do yourself to get to where you are now? Because essentially, remember, your offer is kind of built around your audience, helping them solve a problem that you've solved yourself. So think of your own story. What problem have you solved? Another way to think of this is, what problem have you solved yourself? And how did you do it, and list the stages and the topics under it. For example, you could turn that into a lead magnet. So my own lead magnet, I have a 6-figure solopreneur roadmap which I created. This was when I was, but you see this lead magnet is just tying back to why it's so important to get your offer right first, because your offer informs who you speak to, the way you speak to them, the pain points that you talk about. It informs the content that you produce across your channels, and it informs the lead magnets you create and the whole digital marketing strategy in terms of getting your customers, and it informs the problems you help them solve. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you just a wee bit of clarity on kind of firming up your offer. Happy to do a one-to-one Zoom if that helps you to figure all this out. Sometimes it helps just to have someone to talk over each one of these stages and give you a bit of auditing and a bit of feedback on each one of them. If you'd like to do that, just let me know.